Hey, what's going on guys? VisionBricks here, and I am back once again to give you all a new video. Today's video is brought to you guys by Minifigures.me, and I want to tell them thank you so much for sending these figures out to me for a review. As you guys know, the channel currently has a series known as LEGO Alien, where I create builds based on the classic Alien franchise, make tutorials, and even take a look at custom minifigures. So that's why in today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at 5 custom minifigures from the first and second Alien films. Let's go ahead and jump on in. So the figures that they sent me are Ripley, Newt, Bishop, Kane, and Ash. All of these guys are super detailed and look very similar to their real life counterparts, which is something to appreciate with custom minifigures. The figure I want to take a look at first is Ripley, and that's because she's the most important character within the franchise. This version of Ripley is based on her appearance in the second Alien film, Aliens, and I like the style of this outfit in the film because it delivers that sort of ready for action look, something you definitely need to have with a bunch of xenomorphs around. In my opinion, I feel like the details of this figure match the real outfit's details with perfection. The torso has a bunch of dirt and sweat stains on it for the shirt, along with straps, and the backside has the rest of the shirt and strap details on it. Moving on to the legs, I think that they're the most detailed part of this figure because they added things like scratches and lines towards the bottom to show the room that's in the legs of the pants. My favorite detail though about this figure are the shoes, because the figure wouldn't be complete without them in my opinion. As for the head, I particularly like the shocked facial expression because it delivers that emotion needed compared to the more flat and stern expression on the other side of the head. The hair also captures Ripley's look in the movie very well too. I can't think of any other piece that would work better. Now moving along, the next figure I want to take a look at is Newt, the kid in Aliens who gets rescued by Ripley and the Colonial Marines. For starters, this figure definitely delivers that tattered and filthy attire of Newt well, especially for it to be a minifigure. I like how they printed things like the dirt stains on the torso, legs, and arms. They managed to capture the striped overalls pretty well by adding some rips in the legs of them and randomizing the dirt stains. Now the sad facial expression for the head looks very accurate, but if there were one thing I could change or improve on Newt, it would be the hair. In the movie, her hair has a much darker tone, and Minifigs.me went with the pure blonde color. Perhaps they could have custom painted the hairpiece the color from the film. It would have made a real difference, but besides that, I think they did a fantastic job with the rest of Newt's design. Moving along in the franchise, we have Bishop, the android from Aliens with some sick knife game skills.
Hey Bishop, man, do the thing with the knife.
Please.
Come on, yeah. Do it, man. This is great. All right, check this out.
Thank you.
The jumpsuit design looks just like the one in the movie. You got the open collar, pockets, belt, and even lines to represent the stitches in the suit. One thing that kind of has me baffled is why the shoe is printed on the front and back of the legs but not the sides. I think that's a detail that would have completed the legs just like how it did with Ripley and Newt. Taking a look at Bishop's head, I think it depicts the pale look to a certain degree. I like how they included the jaw lines on Bishop too, because that's one of his facial features in the film. The hairpiece on Bishop could use some improvement in the shaping department, but I can't think of another hairpiece LEGO has made that will look more accurate to his appearance on screen. As mentioned earlier, this review would consist of characters from the first 2 Alien films, so it's time to travel back to the year 2122, 1979 and release date years, with these figures from the first Alien film. I want to take a look at Kane first because he plays a vital role in the first film, and not just that, but at first glance you can see this figure has so much detail. Minifigs.me did a great job with designing the spacesuit and all of its intricate details like the padding and stitches. The backpack is also printed on the back of the torso, and you can see more of the stitches on the legs. One thing I find fascinating about Kane's suit is the helmet with the printed facehugger on it. That's something that could have easily been left out, but the fact that they chose to include it is very much appreciated. I also feel that Kane's head is very accurate to him in the movie. The expressions on the head have a very sick or ill look, which is how he looks during his time on screen. Alas, we come to the final figure in this review, Ash, the android who allowed all the crazy stuff to happen on the Nostromo. Ash was played by the now late Ian Holm, which some of you may recognize that name if you've seen any of the Hobbit films. In comparison to Ash from the movie, the design for the torso and legs is spot on in my opinion. I always love when Minifigs.me prints shoes on the leg when it's needed, because that's not something often done when it comes to official LEGO figures. Ash's head also has that pale sort of expression similar to Bishop, but instead he has bags under his eyes and wrinkles on the forehead. Now there is a bit of confusion here with the hair color. Minifigs.me chose to go with reddish brown, but in the movie, his hair sometimes does look that color, but then it looks dark gray, and then sometimes it even looks black or dark brown, so to be honest, I'm not quite sure what would have worked better and looked more accurate. Overall, I love these figures, and I'm glad that Minifigs.me decided to make figures from the second film as well. Seeing how they now have 2 versions of Ripley, it would also be nice to see them bring things to a close by making Ripley from Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection. Anyhow, this wraps up this video, so thank you all for watching. As a reminder, if you guys would like to pick up these figures or anything else from Minifigs.me, be sure to use the code VisionBricks10 at checkout to get yourself 10% off your order. They have a wide selection of custom minifigures ranging from several categories, so there's plenty to choose from. Now, if you're like me and you're looking to satisfy your alien passion, they even have Vasquez, Hicks, and Hudson to complete the Aliens crew and the other Nostromo crew members from the first film. Feel free to also let me know your thoughts on these figures down in the comments, and what's your favorite movie from the Alien franchise if you've seen the films. With that being said, I'm Vision Bricks. Remember to always think outside the box, and I'll catch you all later. Peace out.